All right, let's close out with the tight ends here.
James.
Tight end Mike Gesicki, who really plays a form of wide receiver for the Bengals. He's got the Chargers, 55% available. Thank God this was the game flexed into Sunday Night Football, which you can watch on NBC and Peacock. So, Matthew, this could be – the Bengals like playing shootouts. And when T. Higgins doesn't play, Gesicki is heavily involved in this pass game.
That's the point, right? In the 5 games that T. Higgins has missed this season, he's averaging 13.4 fantasy points per game. He's got a 19% target share. This is a bigger part of the offense. Now, again, we not know right now, as of this taping, whether or not T. Higgins is going to play on Sunday. Hopefully we get more clarity as the week goes on.
They called him day-to-day, and it was the fakest, it was very we don't know, day-to-day.
Exactly.
That's what it felt like to start the week.
But, Mike Gesicki, didn't show up in the box score in a big way, just 4 for 30, but he did earn 9 targets last week. He had a 75% route participation last week, which was a season high for Gesicki, or Gesicki. Gesicki.
Okay, you can keep going with the bit.
I am going to. Because have you not learned anything? We've been doing a show together now for 2.5 years.
You love killing a bit.
I love killing a bit.
Yeah.
I love,
the Luigi costume was just, I still have nightmares.
Yeah, the comedy, the Mario, yeah, that was all, yeah. There's the comedy.
I think you were Luigi.
I'm sure.
They didn't have Mario when you got
They didn't
there.
have
Our
Mario.
Italian-American audience.
Hey, it's me, Luigi.
Yeah, there you go.
People in New Jersey don't watch the show anymore.
Anymore. I'm not sure they ever did. What are you going to do? What I was going to say, though, is that, you beat it's funny bit, beat it in the ground. Now it's not funny. Now it's really not funny. Keep beating into the ground. Oh, my God, it's so annoying. And you keep beating the ground more, and then eventually it becomes funny again. I'm telling you,
We're still waiting
I was
for the
going
last
to say.
one.
yeah. It'll
You
get
missed
there.
the easiest one. Don't people call him Jameis? Some people actually say Jameis
I hope
Winston.
not.
Probably.
I really hope not.
That's
Probably
really
not.
cool.
Anyway, Mike Gesicki
Yes.
is a tight end for the Bengals.
Yep.
All right, Hunter. We're somehow selling you Hunter Henry stock again. It's about the ninth week in a row.
I feel like exactly. Every
It's
week
the
we
ninth
talk
week
about
in a
Hunter
row
Henry.
we've done this. He had 4 targets. He caught one of them last week, but you probably need a tight end if Dalton Kincaid can't play and you're down a couple of guys on bye week. So, Jay, we fire up the Hunter Henry machine once again.
Yeah, the seminal waiver wire tight end for 3 years running, actually. Hunter Henry. He is the definitional touchdown-dependent tight end. A matchup that's fine against the Rams. We saw Jonnu Smith get some work last night against the Rams. Their beleaguered defense.
Even after a whatever game from Jonnu Smith last night, the Rams still are bottom 10 in the NFL in terms of most fantasy points allowed to opposing tight ends. So not a bad matchup here again. And that offense does feature the tight end. Yes, quiet at the box score for Hunter Henry last week, but Austin Hooper had a nice game to the extent that anyone did. So, I mean, you've got Hooper in the mix as well.
I was going to let it go.
The box score? Is that somewhere you venture? Is that a physical location?
Like a day at the box office, day at the
I can tell where you're going. Like, he didn't show up in the box score and mixed it with box office.
Yeah.
A quiet day at the box score.
Quiet day at the box. I kind of like that. You don't like that? No, I purposely did that.
Is that in Indiana or something?
I'm floating it out there. He had a quiet day in the box score, which he did.
At the box score, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's like going to the movies.
Go open up the box score. Do you see Hunter Henry doing anything loudly in that? No,
Yeah.
he was quiet. That's my point.
Wearing a hoodie in the back seat.
Anyway.
It's Jonnu Smith time.
Yeah.
So. You got your Hunter Henry update of the week. Jonnu Smith, 74% available. He's got the Raiders, which is really good news. Matthew, he looked good on the 3 catches he got last night. The problem is he just needed one more.
Needed one more. I took the over on 3.5 receptions. Did not cash for me. What are you going to do? Should have, honestly, because the Dolphins' offense just did not look good. Jonnu Smith was open many, many times. You see it there on your script. I mean, he was tied for 3rd on the team in targets. I mean, he got 4 targets. Only came down with 3 of the balls, though, for 45 yards. But Jonnu has a really nice matchup here. Last 4 weeks, the Raiders allowed the most fantasy points per game to opposing tight ends. So really nice matchup against Las Vegas. And since week 5, he's got a 21% target share. Jonnu Smith.
Our final tight end, Dawson Knox, 99% available. It's Bills, it's Chiefs. Dalton Kincaid left the game Sunday with a knee injury. Jay, we don't know what his status is going to be for this game, but didn't look good for Dalton Kincaid.
No, suspect there is a good chance that he may miss. And Dawson Knox has shown he has a rapport with Josh Allen. He can step up. He can soak up more usage and targets with Dalton Kincaid out. There's just not that many human beings in this passing game that are going to be ahead of Dawson Knox in the pecking order if Kincaid is out. So he will be a very viable lower-end tight end that you can start if Kincaid misses.
He's certainly got a good shot at a touchdown. He's going to be a touchdown-dependent tight end, but he's got a pretty good shot at a touchdown when you consider definitely no Keon Coleman here. We don't think Dalton Kincaid's going to play. We don't know if Amari Cooper is going to make it back. And if he does, is he going to be limited? So Dawson Knox in this matchup against Kansas City, where we expect a lot of scoring, a lot of throwing back and forth. The Chiefs allow actually the most yards per game to opposing tight ends, in one of the few areas that you can actually attack the Chiefs as well. And it just feels like because the Bills have a bye next week, and given where they are record-wise, they want to be Kansas City, of course, but if they lose to Kansas City, they're still fine. They're still well in control of the division. Feels like this is probably a week you say to Dalton Kincaid, hey, you know what, we got the bye. Take this week off, then you get the bye, and we're going to be okay. We can get by with Dawson Knox.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.